explosive action on the pitch and controversy off it. We've got Bayern Munich's fury over refereeing decisions in Leverkusen, a star player's suspension appeal, and stunning transfer whispers from the Bundesliga. Plus, a shocking admission that's shaking up German football. You won't want to miss this. The drama continues as Bayern Munich appeals a controversial red card decision for Luis Díaz against Bayer Leverkusen, with the referee himself admitting a mistake. What does this mean for the German champions and their pursuit of silverware? And in the transfer world, Bayer Leverkusen's sporting director Simon Rolfes is open to the unthinkable, bringing back Arsenal's Kai Havertz and Liverpool's Florian Wirtz to the Bay Arena. We dive into the details of these potential blockbuster moves. But first, let's unpack the full story behind Bayern Munich's rage in Leverkusen, the disallowed Harry Kane goal, and the referee's astonishing post-match confession. Stick around, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Bayern Munich sees red after controversial calls in Leverkusen. In a Bundesliga clash that had it all, Bayern Munich is reeling from two pivotal decisions that went against them in their 1-1 draw with Bayer Leverkusen. The Bavarian Giants are furious over a disallowed Harry Kane goal and a contentious red card for Luis Díaz, sparking a major debate about officiating standards. The first flashpoint occurred in the 63rd minute when Harry Kane's goal was initially allowed, only for VAR to intervene. Bayern argued vehemently that Kane's arm was close to his body, but the handball was ultimately given. The referee, Christian Dingert, later admitted that the handball was obscured from his direct view, but subsequent footage clearly showed a slight movement of the arm by the striker. The controversy didn't end there. In the 84th minute, Luis Díaz went down in the Leverkusen box after a challenge from the goalkeeper. Despite protests, Díaz received a second yellow card for alleged simulation, a decision that left Bayern incensed. The match ended with Bayern down to 10 men. In a remarkable post-match admission, referee Dingert told Sky Sports DE, "From my position, it looked as though Díaz had thrown himself to the ground. Having watched the footage, I would say, it wasn't a penalty, and the second yellow card was very harsh. If I'd seen this footage earlier, I wouldn't have sent him off." This admission has only intensified the outrage within the Bayern camp. Fans and pundits are dissecting every angle of these decisions, with many questioning the consistency and accuracy of VAR. The referee's own confession is fueling calls for greater accountability in officiating. This controversial match is just the beginning of the fallout. What happens next in the German league? We'll tell you next. Bayern Munich fights back against referee's error. Following a tempestuous Bundesliga match against Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich is taking official action. The club has lodged an appeal against the suspension of their winger, Luis Díaz, who received a controversial second yellow card for alleged simulation. Referee Christian Dingert himself acknowledged after the game that his decision to send off Díaz was a mistake after reviewing the video evidence. This admission, however, has done little to quell Bayern's frustration. As reported by Sky Germany, Bayern CEO Jan-Christian Driesen expressed deep concern, stating, "We are viewing the developments of the past few weeks with concern. The performance in Leverkusen was the peak of a phase in which we have repeatedly been confronted with questionable decisions." Driesen emphasized that while Dingert's honesty is appreciated, it doesn't rectify the situation for the club, and he called on the German Football Association, DFB, to improve the standard of refereeing. Bayern faces crucial upcoming fixtures, including a Champions League tie against Atalanta and a Bundesliga match against Union Berlin, making Díaz's potential absence a significant blow. The appeal highlights the growing tension between top clubs and the officiating bodies, with Bayern demanding higher standards and consistency from referees. But the drama in the Bundesliga doesn't stop at controversial calls. We're looking at potential future stars returning to Germany. Stay tuned. Leverkusen's bold vision, a potential reunion with Havertz and Wirtz. Bayer Leverkusen's sporting director, Simon Rolfes, has sent shockwaves through the football world with his openness to re-signing former academy stars Kai Havertz and Florian Wirtz. While ruling out a move for Julian Brandt, Rolfes indicated that exceptions could be made for the Arsenal and Liverpool midfielders. Rolfes, speaking on the German football show Doppelpass, clarified Leverkusen's stance on player returns. He expressed general skepticism about bringing back former players, but singled out Havertz and Wirtz as notable exceptions. With Kai Havertz and Florian Wirtz, I would make an exception, Rolfes stated. He elaborated on Havertz, who spent a decade in Leverkusen's youth system, noting that the club maintains close contact and would consider a move if the situation arose. He left the club to reach the top of world football, Rolfes added, acknowledging Havertz's current career trajectory at Arsenal. The comments have ignited speculation about a potential future return for these highly rated German internationals to the club where their careers began. Fans are buzzing with the possibility of seeing these homegrown talents back in the Bundesliga, sparking debates about their current form and how they might fit into Leverkusen's future plans. While Leverkusen looks to the future with former stars, other clubs are dealing with immediate fallout. We've got more on that next. Leverkusen director clarifies transfer targets. Brandt out, Havertz and Wirtz possibility open. Bayer Leverkusen's sporting director, Simon Rolfes, has definitively shut the door on Julian Brandt's return to the club, while simultaneously leaving the possibility open for Arsenal's Kai Havertz and Liverpool's Florian Wirtz. The clarification came during Rolfes' appearance on the popular Sunday football talk show Doppelpass on Sport 1. Leverkusen's CEO Fernando Caro had previously expressed a desire to see Brandt, whose contract with Borussia Dortmund is set to expire, return to the Bay Arena. However, Rolfes explained that the midfield positions are well covered, specifically mentioning Ibrahim Maza as a player expected to develop significantly. It is such that Julian will not be an option for us. I've always said that I'm skeptical about bringing back former players, Rolfes asserted. He then pivoted to the exceptions, Havertz and Wirtz. There will always be a situation where we're open to talking with Kai, Rolfes said, acknowledging Havertz's current comfort and goals at Arsenal, but emphasizing that the former Leverkusen star remains a player to monitor. This nuanced approach signals Leverkusen's strategic thinking regarding potential future squad enhancements. Supporters are weighing in on the decisions, with many understanding the logic for Brandt, but excited by the prospect of potential returns for Havertz and Wirtz. That's all the transfer talk for now. We're wrapping up with a quick recap of today's top stories. Don't go anywhere. What a packed show. We saw Bayern Munich's fury over controversial calls in Leverkusen, their appeal against Luis Díaz's suspension, and Leverkusen's surprising openness to re-signing Kai Havertz and Florian Wirtz. Plus, the referee's stunning admission of error. That's all for today, but don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for more breaking news.